pretty much every time.
Yeah, it's been a funny day today because this is the first time I've been out in like time, and I just felt absolutely exhausted.
It was hard today.
Yeah,
it was hard.
But fair enough. We have come from, where is it again? Safeway to just off of
High Raise.
High Raise.
And we've done quite a few Wainwrights along the way as well, so we haven't come the direct route. We've gone out and around and then down and then up. I think we'll do more of the same tomorrow and then head off down to Black Moss Pot, isn't it, for a swim?
He'll do more of the same. I'll do more with my foot in his back. So in case you've never watched one of our pants videos, that's Aaron and I is Phil. We met on the coast to coast, started separately obviously. Aaron started half an hour before me. We met up about 6 miles in, and from that point onwards we have literally been doing little adventures.
Yeah.
So when we make a video, it's basically for us. It's for us, and when the kids are, kids are growing older and they want to watch something that entertains them and makes their old man look fat and stuff. Yeah.
Making memories and recording them. And sharing it with other people as well, I suppose. But we're not going to be doing any brand stuff or being influencers of any sort, are we?
There's a couple of routes we won't go down. One is trying to influence people into buying stuff from them, or being influenced into buying or purchasing stuff that they've whacked in a link on the bottom of their channel. I just don't think it's us. I think we'd rather just enjoy the journey, and if we've got a good piece of kit we're using, we can recommend it. It's not all the same for people. They have different things and different suits that suits them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think much of reviewing stuff just like that anyway. I think you need to use it and see what it's like. That's why I don't get these people who can just make one video of a bit of kit that they've used once. So my tent, I hated it. I hated it, and now I love it again. So
I kind of stay clear from the big YouTubers, because they're making money. They've got sponsors, so they get given stuff, and then some cheeky sods like to raffle it off. We're not going to say any names because that would be just dropping people in it. I'll put them up here on the screen. No, I'm joking. No, we're not like that. We just rather have fun, use the kit, and give you our own opinion. It's not a review. It's just our opinion. I mean, there's kit that we've used that I absolutely hate, but there isn't that much. I think if we buy to keep.
Ultra Lone Peaks, I hate them for hiking in. Everyone raves about them. They're shite if you're carrying more than sort of 13 kilo. Just get your feet smashed to bits over rocky terrain if you're in the lakes. I wouldn't recommend them to anyone.
I don't know if there's any kit that I'd definitely say no to, that I use. I'm not going to put up any links, not going to say what they are. It's in the small print below. We'll always just share with you what we think was good, what we think's bad. There's no point in selling it to you, because, a couple of months down the line, they've brought out something new, so...
It's not bad anyway, is it? It's just about what us two idiots get up to, I suppose.
So, yeah, to summarise this little chat, this video is basically us telling you what we're like, us telling you what we're not going to do, but in the future you can always tag along, invite us to a place. That would be a fun one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like
if someone said, oh, you've got to go and try this place out, we'll try it. But we'd rather listen to what you'd say and what you'd recommend, because I think that'd be a good shout, so we can then go, okay, yeah, Jimmy said that was good, I'll put his name up here. Yeah, it's not like that. So like I said, summarise, we're just a pair of lads trying to make adventures, but yet take you along for the ride and also give something back to our own families and kids of what we've done with our lovely time on Earth.
Yeah. Get up a mountain. Jacob's just going to be like, hey, Dad, is that what you did? Just up on top of a hill?
I'll be asked that one, Dad, did you really take a litre of whiskey up onto Steyr Tarn on your first camp?
No, I just like the peace of it and serenity. No noise, nothing other than us two bumbling.
Ooh.
So then, Phil, why do you do this?
Why do I do this? I don't know, it's that sense of freedom, isn't it? It's, you know, years ago my old man took me along Hadrian's Wall, and it was memories for me. He passed away last year. So for me, doing this is just not being able to think, just to bimble and chill and relax and not having to think about anything.
Yeah.
Doing the through hike, doing the next one. It's all about enjoying the preparation and enjoying what you could see en route or on trail. So it's, yeah. What's your favourite colour? Why do you do this, Aaron? What makes you tick?
I like to challenge myself, so I like deliberately picking the shitty, horrible paths and routes just to see how it is. Unknowingly know that it's going to be hard, but we'll have a laugh on the way. As much as you hate that,
I think you do it to wind me up. I seriously think you just want to be kicked in the ass every time you say, "Can we go and do this?"
I think I do it. I like getting out into this because it's good for my noggin. Keeps me sane. Keeps me like normal as a human. Otherwise, I think I'd be a bit loopy.
Stuck in the rat race.
Yeah, normal life don't really suit me very well. I'm a bit primal, really, I suppose, and the fact that I just like being outdoors, being around nature, away from people. Not that I dislike people, but I don't like crowds and I don't like being in busy places. I don't like cities. I hate them.
What really gets to you? Name your 3 biggest gripes in the universe.
I fucking hate fly tipping.
Fly tipping.
It fucking winds me up. Because where I live, rarely, you just see it all the time. It drives me nuts.
Oh, that's 1. Fly tipping.
How many have I got?
Just do 3.
3. So you got fly tipping. Politics.
Politics. Now that was always going to be
hate politics.
It's one of the biggest top ones for every person in the UK, especially
but without getting too deep into it, how can you expect people to be either A or B? Because I don't know anybody who's vehemently one or the other. You're normally in the middle.
It's people deciding your future.
And how can you as a collective go, well, if I vote for him, but I'm voting for him because I don't like him, but I don't really agree with what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, well, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's...
So, yeah, that's my view on politics. That's why I don't bother with it.
I'll clearly say it's BS.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to, but, you know, I can understand the rules of life and, you know, you don't... And then You don't go off and kill someone, do you?
You know, I'm also not a bloody communist, so I just think there's better way. There's got to be a better way of doing it where it's fairer.
Is the UK being turned into a communist state? Is it slowly being dragged that way?
That is a fucking baited
Leave
question.
it down in the link below, or just post it.
What's being run by Kim Jong-un?
Yeah. What's your third?
I don't like people who treat other people like shit. I don't like bullies. So if I ever see a bully, like, I want to punch their head in. I was very much like that when I was younger as well. And my kids, I've instilled that upon them. You know, if I ever catch you bullying someone, I'll whoop your ass.
I think that would be one of mine as well.
So I think
the simple fact of, I'm the kind of person that, say you've got your worker and you've got your cleaner,
Yeah.
should choose to look down their nose at someone else.
Yeah, no.
I think it's just...
My viewpoint is treat everyone how you want to be treated. It doesn't matter what your job title is. Doesn't matter where you're from. You're all just people. You know,
People?
we all go back to the same place we came from, which is fucking nothing. So, you know, you might be richer than somebody else or have a higher status, but it doesn't make you better. So, yeah, I suppose that's my number 3. Fucking bullies and arrogant people. Here's one for you then. If you could only bring 5 things wild camping, what would they be?
If I could bring 5 things wild camping.
And the night, it'll be a night like tonight, so it's calm, clear.
What's the distance I'm travelling? What's the distance I'm hiking?
Undefined.
Undefined.
You only get 5 things, so.
Undefined with 5 things to go wild camping.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
Just you know, at the end of the day, you need something to really hit that spot. Yeah, I'd have to go with my Angus mince from Costco.
Yeah, no, I can attest that smells nice.
Yeah, I like to add stuff to it. I like to have my veg with it. I like to have a dusting of garlic on whatever on it. It's really nice. 3, I'm going to upset a lot of people now. I like to have a good film to watch. Because people either choose a film, a book, or they just want to watch the sunset. And me, I think, you know, watching a film really relaxes you. You can watch the sunset and then go watch a film or read a book.
You were doing that on the coast to coast, weren't you?
Yeah.
Watching, what was it? Star Wars or something?
No, I was watching The Mandalorian.
That was it.
Was it The Mandalorian?
Yeah, it
was.
It was The Mandalorian. More.
4, not going to sell anything to you, but a decent set of boots. One that would cause no blisters. One that I can step into where I don't need to hardly break it in. That's a massive one for me, because I think, you know, feet power mentally helps you go. It mentally helps you flow along the trail. And 5, for my massive one, which I forgot to bring on this hike, is talcum powder. Yeah,
no, that's a good one. That was 5 things, not including obviously sleep, shelter and all that sort of stuff.
Just 5 things that I would like to take luxury. Single
malt whiskey if it was going to be
a
horrible day.
Kraken.
It would have to be that Thermarest chair. Even though like it's added weight, I'm sitting in that tonight after today. It's like, oh, so nice.
So the Thermarest pillow chair. Is it Thermarest pillow chair or Thermarest?
I don't know. It's some fucking
chair frame.
It turns your bloody mat into a chair. It's good. It's all right. The other people make them as well, so you can sport for choice.
But you did say you wouldn't take it on a through hike.
No, I wouldn't take it on a through hike. But if I was just doing like somebody said, oh, we're going on a hike, didn't say how far it was, going to do an overnighter and then back, I'd probably take it. Number 3, it would be headphones and audiobook for me.
Aaron's a big one for listening to podcasts, especially Hayes Outdoors.
No, I like listening to...
He hates Northern... No, am I joking? You don't.
No, I like Hayes Outdoors. He's a good lad. I don't listen to his podcast, so... I'm a big Roman nerd. I like all that sort of stuff on the frontiers of the UK. Well, it wasn't that then.
Thinks he's a centurion, don't worry.
I wish.
So,
yeah.
Number 4?
Number 4, I'd have to say my coffee press.
Coffee press.
Good coffee in the morning is good for morale.
It can be.
Can also make you shit.
But yeah, it flies.
Well, it does make you shit.
It flies through and things start rocking really quickly.
But then it's quite nice, you know, like...
No, I understand that. Yeah, I think it's...
Especially if I one wipe special.
But we won't talk about that.
Anyone will know anyway who's watched the Coast to Coast series.
Number 5.
Number 5. So I've got a light that's like a speaker, and it also flashes multiple different colours when you turn it into a speaker, so it's like being in a rave.
So if you go back to have a look at a previous video of ours, which was...
Man Tour, wasn't it?
No. Where was it? We was on a...
Oh, was it the Malverns?
Yeah, it was the Malvern Hills.
Yeah.
Completely soaking wet night, but we banged our tents up and lo and behold, you know, it ended up quite a nice night, really, didn't it?
It's supposed to be a stealthy one as well.
Yeah, we walked out drenched the next morning, but yeah, it was okay. And I managed to slide down a hill about 20 foot. Yeah, good night. Yeah, good times.
Oh, here's one for you then. What are your fears when wild camping?
My fears of wild camping. I think when you go out alone to when you go out with someone, your whole mindset changes, because you feel like you've got to be a bit more stealthy. When you go out as two, you usually go into an area that it's not, you don't feel obliged to actually hide yourself.
Yeah.
Although it's illegal, it still plays on your mind when you're in your tent. Is someone going to come up and either have that moment where you need to kind of, you know, make your reasons
or move on?
Biggest one though, pretend you're a photographer and you're filming your wildlife. That usually helps. Yeah. You're doing it for a local magazine. Would you like me to introduce, you know, would you like to be in the paper as well, saying that you popped up to check on me, see if I was okay?
I find if you're butt naked when you unzip the tent, it kind of makes them walk away.
Farmers, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I would say with that one, I don't think we've ever camped anywhere near farmland.
I got done once. I was on the Nene River. I hadn't been wild camping long. And literally, as I was packing up, the landowner walked up to me and he basically said, he said, "You do realise you're on my land?" I said, yeah, I do apologise. I'm going now, though. And he was more interested in the car that had parked down the road and the occupier for it. But he was actually, the person that had walked past gone, "Warning," was off going fishing, and he didn't want him fishing on his land. So he went storming after him. So I kind of got away with that one scot-free. But yeah, I've only been caught once, I think. Yeah, once. During COVID, I wild camped on a golf green. So I do apologise to anybody in Staverton. Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
Staverton?
To anybody in Staverton Village or Staverton Golf Course, de Ver. It was a very nice night and I relaxed, and I did use your putting green as a place to put my brew cup. I hadn't been out long, so I was using it to put my beer in, and it was just, you know, sitting there in the hole. Yeah. Are you getting my beer? Yeah. Yeah, well, you need to be quick, don't you? You know, you was quick enough to push me up the mountain. Why don't you be quick and bring me a beer? We hate bullies. We don't do bullies. Get me a beer now. There they are. The Gossamer Gear 1 and the
Nordis Telemark 2.2 LW.
So, we're going to have a chat about the Pennine Way now and how you can help us. So we're torn between certain things. We've kind of conquered how are we going to record all the way, because it's 260, between 268 miles, whatever, or 260 miles. So we're both going to try and take solar panels. We're going to try and do exactly what we did on the coast to coast. But it's hard because we don't like stopping at places and charging. So that can be a bit of a pain, really.
On the move.
Aaron's a little bit about fuel, what kind of fuel he wants to use.
Yeah, I don't know whether to use alcohol or gas or the Esbit fuel tablets. I just want something simple and light. I don't want to be faffing around. At the end of the day, I just want to.
We did look into like the lightest stove, which is the Esbit one, which is basically 3 prongs, and you've got a centre piece for your fuel tablet.
It's like 28 grams or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's we believe it's less than 30 grams, but we're not going to review it because we like to trial things as we use them, as we've said before. We're not just going to throw something out because we've seen it online, seen it on AliExpress.
Plus, we're not about reviews anyway, are we? Not our thing.
So yeah, there's still a few things that we're a bit unsure about on the Pennine Way. You'll be taking your Nordisk, which we're using tonight, and I'll be taking my Gossamer Gear 1.
Yeah, I just don't know whether I'm going to use an inflatable mat or the just normal Thermarest light, just because I can't be asked to worry about punctures. And the older I get, the more I actually like sleeping on a hard bed.
Yes.
I don't like being on soft stuff that
No,
much.
no.
So I'm just thinking, and it's just simple. At the end of the day, like when you've done like 26, 27 miles, you don't want to be blowing your mat up, you just want to lie down.
Yeah, it is.
Let's just get a brew on and lie down.
Yeah.
You after 3 days, you just sleep anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't really care.
What I'm interested in as well is I want to know what you people have and where you've used or where you've had to wild camp. What places are good, what places aren't. We know what it's like on the Yorkshire Dales. It's an absolute mare. But any help, yeah, we're always open to a bit of help, and I'll always reply. I don't ever not.
Or like any nice little tuck shops to visit, or cake shops. I like cake. Phil obviously likes cake. Yeah, so or even like tea rooms. Although I quite like a greasy spoon, in all fairness. That's more my thing.
Yeah, I think a good, and we'll always boil down to it, a good beer and a good dirty breakfast will always keep you going for longer.
Yeah. Decent pubs along the way.
So if anybody actually owns a pub, we do want to visit the highest pub in the UK, which is on the trail. Don't know exactly how miles it is into the trail, so I need to look into that and work out where our spots are going to be, where we're going to try and camp. Due to the tents being lightweight, we'll try and camp hopefully low.
No.
Low, so we're out the wind for one. Two, it'd be nice if we could find a night similar to where, I'll put it up here, similar to where we stopped. You like that? Similar to where we had a night out on the coast to coast, because it was absolutely superb.
Yeah, that was cracking.
Straight on the trail, no need to step off the trail, literally a metre.
It's right off the shrink point, isn't it?
Yeah, so good spots we like. Doesn't exactly have to be, an outstanding sunset spot. Just a perfectly flat spot, nice, and needs to be measured down to 2.2 square metres. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be all right. And also, one thing I do want to know about is water. Is anywhere, because I haven't seen much on the internet about it.
Our biggest problem is if we go, we're going on the train up to the north, so we're doing north to south, and the train doesn't arrive until 20 to midnight. So that means getting a taxi over. So if anybody wants to give us a lift over to get home, we're most welcome to jump in, please. So that would help if anybody lives up near Yet Home and they go, oh, these two lads,
Take taxi.
We'll do what we did before. I'm going to stick, because of the cost of living now, I'm not going to ask people for charity money, but I will add charities to the links below at the end of the videos. I think it's wrong to ask people for money during a time where the cost of living is rising, and we know that the fuel prices are just about to go up. So, yeah. Shit.
Wankers.
And when you have to drive 5 hours to get from Northamptonshire, Monmouthshire, or wherever, just to have a decent wild camp, yeah, that becomes a little bit pants.
Yeah, that sky is crazy. It is nuts. Look at that.
Yeah, I see it, man. It's hard to miss because we're sitting in front of it.
It looks like millions of bees. You see what I mean? Like a swarm of bees or locusts or something. It's crazy.
We're just looking at the sunset right now. So tomorrow, we'll end the video in a bit. But tomorrow we're off to
Black Moss Pot.
Black Moss Pot
Via a few Wainwrights.
along a few Wainwrights because we've got to go and hit the point over there first. And then we're going to work our way round to, like I said, Black Moss Pot.
And then Angle Tarn.
And then back onto Angle Tarn, not the one near Patterdale.
No, the one near Saithwaite.
Why have they named two?
I don't know, I don't get it. There's a couple. I'm sure there's like...
3.
There's another Red Tarn or something.
So yeah, tonight's been it's been one of the best nights I've had out. But I still can't knock that other night out. That was just... That was an ultimate, you know, watch the sun go down night, weren't it?
Which one was that? The Triffin Summer?
No, the Trig Point.
Oh yeah, on the coast to coast.
Trig Point
That
camp.
was good.
So yeah, a message to anybody that's doing the coast to coast. That is a place to stop if you are wild camping on your route. Not so good if you're having B&Bs because you just miss out. No offence.
No.
No offence, none taken.
Well, to be fair, I can understand why people would love to just do this all day and then go back to a B&B.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'd be in the bar.
I think we
Trouble
might.
is I'd be trolleyed, and then in the morning I'd have a hangover.
Yeah, but a hangover helps.
Yeah, but then you'd have to sweat it out. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Then again, we drank quite a bit.
We was lucky enough to hit. What was the village? Kirkby Stevens. We was lucky enough to be able to pitch the tent by the bar. I mean, I don't think you could have asked for much more.
I think there was plenty of daytime drinking going on as well. Actually.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I'm always going to say have a pint when you're hiking, especially when you're doing 10 plus, because the simple fact is it's carbs and it'll keep you going for a little bit longer. But there is the better alternative, which is probably jam on toast. Yeah.
Just crack open a beer halfway up. It makes your pack lighter anyway.
What?
Makes your pack lighter.
What, by taking beers?
Yeah.
No.
Just drink them on the way up, they get lighter.
Bottle of whiskey's or what? The thing is, a bottle of whiskey goes too fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you end up drinking it like it's...
And then you're slotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't understand if that's actually someone up there on a little light.
I've seen a head torch over there a couple of... There you go. You see it? I've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Might get bummed by aliens tonight.
See, there's his wishful thinking, wants to be bummed by an alien. Bivvy camping. Oh, here's a top tip. If you're going to go bivvy camping and you're going to do it in the snow,
yeah, in December.
Put a British Army bivvy bag inside your bivvy bag, and you'll be surprised how windless and free it can be.
Yeah, you got to elaborate on that. The Outkit Elan.
Sorry,
bivvy.
We're not selling stuff. We're not reviewing stuff. The
but
Outkit Elan with a British Army bivvy on the inside will keep you warm.
Because if you don't, you freeze.
Free of wind, but the Outkit bivvy does let wind in.
Yeah, I froze.
It is Gore-Tex, but it's not amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad bivvy, but I found its limitations up on Triffin in the winter in the snow. I think it was like minus 25 wind chill or something stupid like that. And I felt every degree of that in that bloody bivvy. I was frozen. Even though I had a sleeping bag that was rated to, I think, minus 20. The wind just sucked the heat out of me.
I think it's just dropped in temperature now because I've just felt it on my arms. Right, we are going to sign off for tonight. It's been nice having just a chat.
Chewing the fat.
Chewing the fat.
Chewing the fat.
And getting a load off our minds. But if you've got any questions, then please write it to P.O. Box. No,
Liam Brown.
Just leave a message in the comments and I'll pick it up and I'll get Aaron to reply to it. Yeah.
Happy to. Unlike Phil, I'm a good people person.
Oh, God. Rub it in. I didn't say I was a bully.